the directors of Suaram, I'd like to thank the Malaysian people, and especially as a negative way to thank the Barisan national government, that as a result of this harassment of Suaram, many Malaysians have come forward to support Suaram, especially to donate funds to Suaram. So this may be helping Suaram in the long term to be self-sustaining and to rely on local funds. So on this note, I'd like to thank the Barisan national government for helping us with that. It reflects a lot on what the government transformation is about. Because what has been happening in the last 2 or 3 weeks, we see a very gross abuse of democratic institutions in this country. We see a very blatant use of the civil service, as well as in 6 government agencies against Suaram. And out of this, how did this come about? Not because of your so-called, what did you say? It was misunderstanding by these NGOs. It's a question of what is the standard operating procedure in any government agency. Here we have a crackpot far-right organization makes a police statement, and update somewhere that nobody's heard of makes a police report, and then the government, harnesses a posse. The posse is like in the Wild West, the sheriff calls a posse to go against Suaram. But is that the standard operating procedure of the democratic government? What should be happening in any government organization, agencies such as the MACC, the Anti-Corruption Commission, is whenever there are signs of any misdoings, for example, what has transpired in the 2 years of investigation by the French police. And this is not Suaram's investigation. This is investigation by the French police. You would think that this is God sent. This is evidence that has been provided through investigation of the DCN, which is the state company that is selling the submarines to Malaysia, for the MACC, for the Bank Negara, etc., to act, not for some update in the society to make the police report and then the government acts like that. And what have we seen recently? It is all blown up in the face of the government to expose what the government should be doing. Money laundering that was discovered in Hong Kong, not by Bank Negara. Bank Negara that was asked to investigate Suaram. That turned to nothing because it's a joke. How could an NGO like Suaram, with an annual budget of something like 400,000, create destabilization of the Malaysian government? This is a joke. What else have we found today? The Auditor General has discovered, to the tune of 500 million at least, companies who have not been paying their compounds. As you know, with the CCM investigations, some very upstanding lawyers have pro bono volunteered their services to Suaram, and we thank them and we bless them. And they told us that our accounts are actually better, A+, they give us an A+, better than a lot of companies that they have audited. But what have we discovered today from the Auditor General's report of 2011? So many companies have not been working up to the standards expected of the Auditor General. And what has CCM done? CCM has got a red face. It's spending all its time investigating Suaram, and now it's come up with nothing. It's turned back its investigation to the Attorney General's office. So this is what has been happening. The ROS has been asked to investigate us, even though the ROS has nothing to do with Suaram. Suaram, in all its wisdom, 23 years ago decided to register as a company, as a business and then a company. And we are very glad that we did not register with the ROS, because the ROS in their recent investigation were even going to call the late Fan Yu Ting for an interview, So this shows the kind of professionalism that is lacking in the government agencies. Perkeso, when we were called to Perkeso about some of the SOCSO payments of our staff dating years ago, years back, they didn't seem to know what was going on, simply because they had been given instructions from the top. It makes a mockery of the amount of taxpayers' money that's been wasted on this harassment of Suaram, no less than 6 government agencies. So I think I hope this answers your question about this so-called misunderstanding by these NGOs. These NGOs really have to explain to us what is their source of evidence, what reason must they give to these government agencies, the government. That means if anybody makes a report to their police report against UMNO, is the government going to investigate UMNO? So I think that explains our stand on that question.